And congratulations on the Warner Music Nashville imprint, Kojo Music. Did I get all those words right?
Yeah, we did it. So it was one of the stipulations. I felt like a little kid. My label's got to be first. And they did it. It was really great.
Kojo Music, the new imprint, man. Congratulations. That sounds like there's a lot of exciting stuff going on for your career right now. So thanks for taking the time to come in and do this.
Yeah, you bet, man. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, next time you're in New York and it makes sense, come on by. We'll be here doing this. So hope to see you again.
Yeah, you bet. Thanks to everybody that tuned in. We appreciate it.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Pace Studios here in Midtown Manhattan, New York City. We are here today with a very special guest. These are the guys from Midland.
Hey.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Pace fans and followers out there.
That's right, man. Welcome to our humble abode, and thanks for coming in and playing for us today.
Such a cool space, man. Is it known? Like, everybody know what this room's about?
Well, that's our
Secret?
That's our effort here. That's our goal. Yeah, you guys are helping us today. This is our archive of live master concert recordings, hundreds of thousands of them, all streaming for free on Pace.com from the 50s all the way to today. You guys are going to be our latest entry into the archive.
Hallowed
ground.
Yeah, you can't help but just come in here and just kind of immediately feel a shift of your energy.
Yeah, right.
There's an energy in here that's kind of overwhelming. I mean, some of our greatest influences are all archived in here. It's just crazy to think that that you guys would want to hear us. We could play some of these tapes on replay.
Well, we like to think that a lot of the bands that we have in here are some way or another products of a lot of the musicians and bands that we have on these shelves.
Right, Bruce Springsteen, the band, right there.
Right there, yeah.
The Rolling Stones, 73.
Influences.
Hank Jr. right behind us. Joe
Yeah,
Cocker.
Man. I mean, it goes on and on, and all of it. This is my chance. You guys have set the tee up for me, so I'm gonna hit it now. All of this stuff is available for everyone to watch and listen to on our site.
And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. I was
there are
double-checking
countless
with Odie
recordings that
before
you
I
will
went
only
live to
find
make sure I
here,
knew what day of the week it was.
Please come to
Sometimes
our site
I
and
get
check them
confused.
out.
Today is Tuesday.
And our latest
I knew it
entry
was gonna be a
in our
perfect
vast
day
archive
with weather.
is Midland.
Sunshine
These
about
guys,
72
you
is
guys
what
got
we're
your debut record just
Tomorrow,
came out in September. It's called On the
that could
Rocks.
be a different story. We've
And
got
I think you're going to
storms in the
play
forecast.
a
We've
bunch
got
of
details
songs
on that.
from the record today. I'm not sure of every
Tomorrow
song we're
afternoon,
doing.
we could
It's
have
from the new
level
record, is it?
one
We'll play all the songs.
portions of the year.
Cool. The songs we'll play.
We'll tell you more
Nice.
about it.
Tell me a little bit about the first one you're going to do.
Just
What are we going to do?
We'll do Chick Cash and Country first. It's
something
one of the first
is
songs that
on.
we had in
Hang
our
on here.
catalog. Jess wrote it
Let's see.
4 years ago. And we took this song.
How about that? I should have fixed that. We got it now. Had something on in the background. My apologies on that. We got it. Here we go. As we said, a lot's going on today as we get this underway. A recap of what went on yesterday. Woof. A lot did into the evening hours, and we'll fill you in on that. We got it fixed there, Chris. It takes just a second there to show up there. Good morning from Quitman. James. We'll be right back now as we go to Collinsville. Let's get a good word for the day.
I served in student ministry for the better part of 30 years. This means I went to a lot of school activities, ball games, band. There are things that seem well and fine on the surface, but then underneath are really evil and disastrous. For one instance, my grandmother ordered me baseball cards from 1987 for Christmas. It was a vintage pack of old cards, and as I was really into collecting them at the time, I thought it would be awesome. Well, included in this pack was a piece of Bazooka bubblegum. Well, as an excited 8-year-old who just got all these really cool cards, I thought, you know what, I might as well enjoy a piece of gum with it. What I didn't know, though, was that piece of bubblegum was also from 1987. As soon as I put it in my mouth, it just turned into chalk. It was disgusting. I thought the gum was good, but it wasn't. The same is true for the text we look at today in Proverbs 23. A father warns his son not to fall into the temptation of sexual sin with a prostitute. And this really goes for all sexual sin, especially adultery. On the surface, it seems exciting, fun, and new. And it may even promise satisfaction. In the end, though, is what this proverb calls a deep pit and an ambush like a robber. It promises good but delivers destruction. Watch yourself against all kinds of sin today, but especially with sexual sin. Remember to stay on guard and live for the Lord. May He bless you today. Change begins in you.
The Change Begins in You is brought to you in part by Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville, Patrick Allen Companies, Mitchell Tire and Wrecker in Collinsville, and Mowdy Cabinetry. And welcome back. We got all the sound issues worked out as we begin this morning together. Already 6:34 as we're waking up into the 50s. Isn't that great? I kind of like it. Feels good. We should have a perfect day with weather. And again, we'll get into the forecast here in just a moment and let you know exactly what is planned for tomorrow. 56 right now. One thing that is gaining popularity, and I think they've always been popular in the South anyway, mobile home industry is thriving right now, is the word they're getting out from analysts. A cheaper way from some of these housing projects and building that has gone skyrocketed. I'm not saying they're cheap. There's a lot of pre-owned ones that are going good, is what they're saying nationally. Something to think on there. Tuskegee University, as we found out there was a murder this week on campus there. They've done a lot of changes since then. No outsiders allowed, and the head of security is gone after that. Our hearts go out to them. No sense in this shameless act of happening here. RFK Jr., y'all remember that lone guy who came out and his family said, if you have anything to do with Donald Trump, well, we're just not going to have Christmas for you or anything else. Didn't seem to bother him. He made a statement yesterday. He says there's about 600 people that's going to be needing to look for a job. And I think he means it. It's going to be with the National Institute of Health. He says you'll have 600 to roll in to replace them on January 21st. They're not going to have the administration packed with people that don't want to do their job. Man alive. There's a lot of that coming up. Well, this is, we saw this about 3-4 years ago. Yesterday, Michigan is where this happened. Human remains were found inside a freezer. Police are investigating this. Who could it be? What's going on? Not a lot of details out at this point, but more to follow on that. This is one of those things that you see in movies quite often. We see it on a local level, but we never see it go off anything. How many times have you pulled up to a store? The medical store is probably the best example that we have local of this, to where the gas and the brake get confused and someone hits a building. What happens when you're in a parking garage? Illinois is where it happened yesterday. It was one story. Someone got the brake and gas confused, and over the edge of the railing it went. They've been rushed to the hospital with injuries. That's scary. Think about that. Watch those that are getting to where they can't drive anymore. Check on them. Make sure that they're still capable of that. Biden is to host the president of Israel coming in. We'll see how that happens. This will be one of the last things that he does as he pushes for peace. I think he should be talking to, do you pronounce it Netanyahu? I think he ought to be talking to him about what's going to be happening there. We have, this is just firefighters every day across the United States going to work. They do what they can. We see that an 18-year-old, he's a parks employee in New York, fighting a wildfire, has lost his life. We pass condolences to the family members of them trying to earn a living, do what they love best. A life was lost with that. What else have we got? Kansas City. This is one of those to where police are investigating and still connecting the dots, but 3 homes, 3 deaths in a neighborhood, they all look connected. Lord, I hope this doesn't turn out to be some type of serial. We'll see what happens, what police tell us. Guess who's made more money since the election? How about $70 billion? Elon. They say he's $70 billion richer since then. His stocks go through the roof for Tulsa. Now, again, it would be opposite had the election gone a different way, most likely. He went out on a limb on that one. I don't watch... Odie, do you watch tennis? Are you a tennis watcher? No, I don't. Love? And I know that there's a lot of great players, but I can't watch it. It's kind of like watching golf.
Or paint dry.
Yeah, or what? Paint dry. It's not entertaining. The only time that golf has ever been entertaining is when, what's his name? What was the movie?
took a running start.
Yeah, where him and Bob Barker and all of them. Then they're making Happy Gilmore. They're making a new one. That's the only time golf's ever been good. Maybe Tin Cup. Those two were good. They've removed a speaker, not a speaker, but it's got to be kind of like listening to that 88.1 on the radio dial. There's a swing. Over the net it goes. It has to be something like that. But they have fired the guy that was the announcer for tennis. He was his name is John Wortham. And the reason he got fired was, a hot mic. And he says, I really didn't mean anything by it.
And somebody was listening?
Yes, somebody was listening, Odie. He made a comment about one of the tennis players' foreheads. And it wasn't, I read the comment, it wasn't ugly or anything. And he just made a comment about his hair. Boy, I hope I don't look like her. And next thing you know, they done fired him.
Well, that was wrong.
It's like Odie said, who heard it? I mean, what would it have hurt? But he lost his job over it, and can remember, hot mics get people in trouble all the time. Do y'all remember those monkeys that got loose in South Carolina? I mean, it's like 50 of them. They're down to 13 that they have not accounted for. So if you're sitting and drinking coffee and somebody comes up your yard, and you've seen this on TV, how they do, they'll just jump right up and take something from you. Be careful. What we don't know is what those monkeys were doing at the research lab. Makes you go Jumanji.
They were bred for testing.
They're test monkeys.
But
So.
I don't know if they've been tested on it.
Yeah, we don't know what they have. Hey, this is congratulations. You know Chris Pratt, the guy that was in all those movies of Galaxy?
Yep.
Yeah, that guy. They have a new child. Congratulations to that. A baby boy. Yeah, pretty good guy. The thing about him that is so different is when he went to Hollywood, he didn't join the boys club and go along with everybody. He stood up and said, I believe in Jesus Christ. Got him shunned from a few things, but he stands strong. I like this guy, Chris Pratt. Welcome him, baby boy.
How do you like me now?
How do you like me now? He's done well for himself. Mattel has had to pull a toy. Have y'all heard about this? The Wicked dolls are being taken off the shelf. Why? A label on the front. You know, how you can scan the code. Instead of taking you to a children's site, it takes you to let's word it, an adult site, so I don't have to say that word. They're pulling that quickly off of shelves. Carrie Lake. I didn't see this coming. She was very outspoken running for senator in Arizona. She has been beat for the second time. She ran for governor, got beat. She has now been beat for senator. Will she have a place in the Trump administration? Maybe. She was a defender of him. Here's something that you're seeing a lot of nationwide. Print, as in newspapers and magazines, starting to, they're not as popular as they used to be because most people deal with things right here now. A music festival that's been in Chicago for the last 19 years, they're going, we got cutbacks coming. Pitchfork Music Festival, it's a magazine. It's also owned by that magazine GQ. They've laid off a bunch of people and downsizing as they try to save money, and they're not going to do that. Apparently, that tells us that was not making money. Why do I say don't fly to other countries? Because it's dangerous. Haiti, a stewardess was hurt. No, I'm dead serious on this. Plane taking off, gunfire. It struck one of the stewardesses were hurt. Let's see here. The FBI director, I'm not shocked on this. His name is Christopher Wray. He says he's preparing that he may not have a job come January 1st. I'm pretty sure that you didn't have to call Dionne Warwick on that one. It's coming. Go ahead and have that resume sharpened up. Go ahead and print it out, as a matter of fact. You might want to send it to a few people. Now, I'm trying to find his name. Let me get over here and find this, because if you don't know his name yet, you need to watch a clip somewhere. Just Google it and watch it. I remember watching this guy like a year and a half ago. He's a no-sense kind of guy. He's the type that says the buck stops here. And if you don't like it, you can get out of our country. His name is Tom Homan, and he is going to be taking over the border. And he takes no lip. He's made it very clear of what he's going to do and what he thought about it. Y'all watch a clip on this guy. I think you'll be proud to have him represent the United States where it matters most. And people can say what they want. We've got some very bad people that have slipped into our country over the last 4 years. It needs to be dealt with. He's the man. He's going to put up a stop sign. It's coming quickly. We'll be right back with your weather forecast. Don't go anywhere.
When I was elected to the state Senate 9 years ago, my goal was to bring a new generation of conservative leadership to the Capitol to get things done. I'm Jennifer Branning, and I'm running for the Mississippi Supreme Court to do the same thing. I've written legislation to lower taxes and reduce regulations on farmers, manufacturers, and other businesses in Mississippi. On the Supreme Court, I'll use my experience and conservative values to always interpret the law, not to rewrite it or bend the rules for anyone.
The selection is always changing at Massey Supermart Auto Sales with low-mileage cars and trucks. How about a 2022 Jeep Wrangler or a 2021 Honda Ridgeline Sport with only 40,000 miles? A GMC Denali or a 2024 Silverado 2500? Drop in today and find the car that you're looking for. They're packed with low-mileage cars and trucks.
The low-profit dealer, Massey Supermart.
And welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. As we get into this weather, let's talk about this a little bit more. Oh, and we got a lot of interesting stories that have gone on. I'll give you a hint on this. Have you ever heard that maybe some other cities send criminals to our city? Whoa, it happened. Someone got caught. I'll tell you about that coming up with Odie this morning. That's happening at 7 o'clock. Let's get into our forecast now.
Your forecast is brought to you by EMEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Our record highs and record lows. It was 1955. We had a high of 83, a warm day. Back in 1894, yesterday it also set a record. It was 18 degrees. Now you've got to remember, y'all think about this, 1894, the insulation in homes was nothing like it is right now. Everybody had their teeth chattered. It was a cold day throughout the U.S. of A. As we look at our forecast today, somewhere around 77, we should see 75 in Columbus. Even there in the Mississippi Delta, down to Natchez, stays about the same, about 77. As we go east into Bamaland, ditto, 77 there in Demopolis and Livingston. As we get to Birmingham, about 5 degrees cooler as you get further north, about 73 there. We'll see 75 in Auburn, Alabama as well. Now, we brought this up earlier. This is a level 1 that is forecasted at this point for tomorrow afternoon. We have damaging wind gusts and severe storms. There's no tornadic activity mentioned in this, but we should have some torrential rains. This is coming tomorrow afternoon. This should be after 10, after in the afternoon hours is what we're expecting there. Probably, we'll say 2 to 10. We'll define this a little bit better later on today, but we're 24 hours out from this event. Rain coming in, and again, as we've not had a lot of weather like this in quite some time, it's going to make things slick, hard to see. Be careful. That's coming tomorrow afternoon in the evening hours, and we'll be here to tell you about it. As we look at those temperatures over the next 10 days, what do we have? Hot weather still here. Although it is 70s, it's a little warmer for this time of year. Out in California, IA, and Nevada, it's cooler. Hadn't made it here yet, kind of normal in West Texas at this point. As we look at our 7-day forecast, 0% chance of rain today, 76 to 77, depending upon where you are. Tomorrow, 60% chance of those thunderstorms rolling in, high of 73 tomorrow, down to 60. Look at this. Do y'all see those numbers that are coming up at night, beginning on Thursday? In the 40s we go. If you don't have a jacket left in your vehicle yet, go ahead and put one in there, because some point you're going to need it over the next few days. 71 on Thursday. Our nighttime low is 46. Friday night is going to get down to 44 when you're waking up on Saturday. And that's something. 69 for high on Friday. We'll get 47 at nighttime on Saturday and 54 as we go back late Sunday night. 75 for high, 54 at nighttime. Now let's push this on into November as we get into late November, the 26th there. We've got 70s, but look at the 22nd. You would almost think it's fall. 58 degrees on the 22nd as we start getting near Thanksgiving there. 61, 63, 62 is what we'll see there. Some slight chances of rain. Your biggest one coming there on the 20th. More to follow on that forecast as it gets closer there. Let's check into our fishing forecast. Here's what we have from J&J Auto today. We had a major time coming up at 8:30 this morning. It should be good till about 10:30. So if you can break away this early morning, it'd be great to go fishing. Another major time coming way after dark. You'll have a slight chance of some fair fishing this afternoon around 2:30 to about 4:30. Fair. Northeast wind 5 to 10. That's not bad. As we look at the hunting side of things, we go to Wimberley. Yeah, Wimberley Taxidermy. If you get a good one, go see him. Perfect time to hunt today is around 7:45 this morning. It should be good till about 10 a.m. Early morning bow hunt. Again, it'll be after dark before the next time rolls in. The day rating is average. Sunrise rolls in at 6:21. That's already happened there. And then we see sunset coming in at 4:55. Is it me? Am I the only one that somewhere around 5:30 or 6 o'clock you're thinking, man, this feels like 9 o'clock at night? It's caught me off guard a little bit there. Getting adjusted to this new time zone is what I'm having trouble with. Let's look at this as we pull up here from the National Hurricane Center. This is a 70% chance that this could happen there and head into Mexico. We're watching it. It's a 70% chance it could turn into a storm. And again, we're already out of this season, so we're having a lot of unexpected weather happen with that. Let's go to radar now. Take a look. We've got showers on the coast as we pull up radar. Look at this around Biloxi, Mobile. Showers this morning in those areas there. A little bit of fog east of Hoover and up around Gadsden, Alabama. Over in Dublin, Georgia, Macon, Georgia, a lot of it, and even over to Augusta. We're getting a lot into the Carolinas. Asheville, those areas have a lot. Texas, just a blotch or two down around Corpus Christi, Victoria, those areas there do have a dense fog advisory in effect for there. Overall, nothing else happening in the state of Mississippi, just some showers on the coast. If you happen to be there on Highway 90 going into Bama, those areas there, be careful. Roads are slick as you come out that tunnel over there. Karina, good morning to y'all. We see Patricia is with us. Glad to see y'all. Hey there, Steve. We'll be back in just a moment as we get the morning underway. We'll have the morning show kicking off at 7 o'clock. Won't you join us? A lot of local headlines and things going on. That's all up and coming at the Scotty Ray Report. Join us, won't you?